In this video, we're going to make this giant RC car really fast. So in the last video, we fitted this giant great big motor, which is about the same size as a soda can. The trouble is, it didn't go that fast. And the reason being is the gearing. So the motor was spinning really fast, but then the tyres weren't. So we're going to change the gears and hopefully this thing's going to go like a rocket. Also, we've got a few titanium upgrades here from Scorched Parts, some new lipos, a new charger, and we've also got to fit a new bulkhead because this one's pulled the screws out. And then we're also going to change these wheels because these are just way too heavy. So we're going to borrow these off of the Outcast and see how they go. And it's also got a bent shock shaft, so I've got these hardened ones from M2C Racing. Also, this centre diff has gone really loose. No idea why, so we're going to open that up, have a little look inside to see what happens. By the way, guys, this car has already got a ton of upgrades on it, so if you want to know all about that, there's going to be a link to all of that lot down below. Right, that's enough waffle. Let's get wrenching, and then we're going to take it out for a rip. And then we're going to give it hell and see how durable it is. Oh my God! Oh, look, that's broken. But I've got some modified ones coming, so we're going to see more of those a bit later. When the postman turns up anyway. So check it out, I've got these brand new shafts here from Scorched Parts. So these are made out of titanium and they're a lot thicker than stock. So they're going to be a lot less likely to bend. Check out the quality of that machining. So next, we've got to clean up some of these other parts. And for that, I like to use this solvent, which is actually panel wipe. So 90% of that, and then 90% olive oil, because that makes your plastics look nice. Look at that, guys. It all looks almost brand new. Now, we could have done it a little bit better, but I'm not going to go over it perfectly because next time we take it out, it's just going to end up looking like that again anyway. So these stock drive shafts, they do bend relatively easily. If you have a look at this rear one here, look. I've already straightened it a couple of times. So I've got these Scorched titanium ones here, and they look absolutely epic. Next, we've got these Scorched titanium pillow balls. So next, let's compare a few weights. So here's a stock drive shaft, 41 grams. Titanium one, the same weight pretty much, but it being a lot thicker means it's going to be a lot stronger. Now for the pillar balls, here's a stock one, 26 grams. Titanium one, 16 grams. Now that may not seem like a lot, but it all adds up. The more weight that you can take away from your RC car, the exponentially stronger it's going to be. And I think that's partially why the X-Maxes are so durable, is just because they're so lightweight, whereas like the Armours are a lot heavier. So titanium pillow ball in. Oh, shaker. Now when you tighten up these pillow balls, you want to nip it up all the way and then slacken it off slightly until these move freely. Because otherwise, if you run this tight, you're going to have all stiff suspension and stiff steering, and it's going to make it handle crappy. Beautiful. Next, we've got these scorched titanium turnbuckles to put onto these steering arms. So these titanium ones are actually slightly longer, which is a good thing because it's going to make it stronger inside the ball joint. But it means we've got to take off the front arm here to give it room to get it in. Boom! Next, we've got to put these M2C shock shafts in there. Now they look the same as stock, but they're not. They're made out of a much higher grade steel. Now I'm just going to top it up a little bit with this 500 CST shock oil. So there we have it, the whole front end fully rebuilt with a whole load of bling on there. Hopefully now it's going to be a lot stronger. If these bulkheads keep going, I think I might have to get some of them Riverton alloy ones, whatever they're called. So next, let's move on to the centre section. I'm going to take it out, have a look at the diff to see why it's gone loose, and also fit this spur gear for more top end. Don't forget guys, later on we're going to take it out when it's all done. We're going to give it a rip and see how fast it goes. Oh guys, check out that difference in size. It might not look like that much, but guys, this is going to make it go so much faster. You're not going to believe. You just wait and see. So next, we've got to open this up and have a little look to see what's going on inside. I put a silicone earplug in there before to virtually lock it up, and look, it's just like there's nothing in there now. So it appears that the silicone earplug has worked itself away from the diff and it's filled up all the voids. So we're just going to put some more in there. So you can get these from eBay. Just type in silicone earplug. There's a few different makes out there. There's Max and these are something else. Don't think it really matters which ones. It's basically just want to cram it in there as much as you can get in there. The more you can get in, the better. There we go. Not sure if that's too much in there or not, but we'll give it a go anyway. Gasket's broken there, but it doesn't really matter because the silicone earplug isn't really going to leak out. That's better. Oh, so now look, the motor does not reach the spur gear. So, we've got another motor mount here. Here's the part number. It's from M2C. Also running the whole M2C motor mount system. But depending what size gearing you have, depends on what motor slider you actually need. Boom! Check it out. Perfect. Next, we've got to set the gear mesh, and basically you want to get it as close as you can, but still have a little bit of play. You don't want it rammed up all the way, because then what happens is it's all going to friction, it's going to overheat, you're going to knacker the motor bearings, you're going to ruin the transmission. That is a little bit too loose, and that is perfect. Beautiful. So we got the front end rebuilt, we got the centre section rebuilt, so next we got to do the rear end. Now I'm not going to bother doing that on camera guys, well I will, but I'm going to do it live over on my live stream channel. If you want to see a replay to that, I'm going to put a link to my live stream channel down below. You're all welcome to come over there while I'm wrenching live. I do a lot of live streams on there, and you guys can all come on there and we can chat, and you can ask questions, I can ask you guys questions, and just have a little bit of fun. Oh, check it out, Postman's just turned up, and we got these custom ESC Upgrade chassis braces. Guys, these look absolutely epic. Alright, let's get them fitted. And if you want to know where we can get them from, just like everything else on this truck, link to all of that down below. Thanks, Lee. Legend. Guys, you know when parts come from different manufacturers and they all fit together perfectly, that they're machined to the tightest tolerances. Look at that, M2C Upgrades, this is M2C, and this is Armour. And it all fits together absolutely perfectly. Look at that, snug like a glove. Actually, I'm going to take these screws out again. Martin gave me a few of these screws here. They're actually a little bit longer. If you put something down here, that's how deep the thread goes. And the screws they give you are only this long. And I've ripped these bulkheads off a couple of times now. So hopefully the longer screw is going to make it be more reliable. Bit tight, we'll loosen this off again. So somebody pointed out in the previous video that I've put this on upside down, but I kind of did it on purpose. If you look at this M2C chassis, it's got these stiffener plates on there, and with those there, you can't put this the other way around. I mean, I could have taken out these stiffener plates, but I kind of decided to do it this way around because I think it's going to be stronger. But anyway, guys, check out all this bling. So in the last video that I had this out, these ESC cables, the motor wires, they actually came out when I was jumping it. I think the reason behind that is because these wires were flapping around, and when you land really high jumps, the weight of these cables, it might not feel like much, but when you're landing these sort of 50 foot high and slamming it down, it was kind of bending them like this and ripping it out of the terminals. And I've seen a few videos online where people have actually pulled these out of the terminals. And also, these Castle ESCs have got a habit of catching fire if these wires come out. So this time I'm going to go over the top of this brace here. We're going to open these out a little bit so that they're tighter, and also get a cable tie over that for good measure. So we're pretty much done now. In a minute, we're going to take it out for a rip, and we're going to borrow these backflip tyres from my Outcast A-Test. A lot of people said that these are better for bashing, so we're going to give them a go. And if we like them on there, then I'm going to get another set of these to put back on this. Guys, it is finally ready. Have a quick montage, and then we'll take it out for a rip. So just before we take this out for a rip, I just want to show you something about my Armour Outcast 8S. So this thing here is fully stock at the moment, and we've got all these M2C goodies here to put on it. We've got a chassis, steering rack, hinge pin braces, a GiANT TP motor, and a Hobby Wing Max 5. So make sure you subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss it. And also, guys, I'm going to use this car here for a contender for the Paddlesworth long jump competition. We want to see if we can hit that jump flat out and just send this to the moon. Also, we've got the long jump car here that I've just rebuilt. This is the car that caught fire a little while ago. I've just completely rebuilt it. That video might be before or after this one. You'll see it on this channel somewhere. So we won the Paddlesworth long jump competition last year, and it completely smashed the official world record. You know, we've done it unofficially, but we completely smashed the official long jump record with an RC car. So this year, we got that, we got the long jump car, and I also want to build something special. This thing is going to be something completely different, unlike anything that you've ever seen before. And I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. All I know, it's going to be big, and it's going to have a lot of horsepower, probably double what this has got. So if you don't want to miss that, guys, make sure you subscribe, smash the bell, and you'll see more of that very soon. Next, let's have a look at my new batteries and charger. So these lipos here from GiANT are perfectly suited for the Kraton 8S. It's hard case, 8,000 milliamps, ATC, techno babble. And look at that, they fit in there perfectly. We could probably do wedging a bit of foam or something down the side there just to pack out the gap. We get a load of foam in the box, I suppose you could use that. Next, people always ask me, what charger do I use? And the charger I've been using for the past few years is this one here. You've got 4 channels. I think you can go up to like 10 amps per channel, depending what cell lipos you got on there. You can plug it straight into the mains. Trouble is, you can't get it anymore. And then I came across this one, which actually looks exactly the same, just with different branding. And it can also charge high voltage lipos. Oh, shiny! So you get all these different charge leads, not really any there that I would use. Maybe that one. 4 balance boards and a mains power cable. This one here's got a US plug on the end of it. I cannot find this anywhere where I can buy it here in the UK. So I actually got it from America. There's going to be a link down below where you can get that from. And also the lipos. So I'm going to have to find another lead or cut this plug off and put a UK one on there. I know you guys in the US have got 110 volt. Us here in the UK, we're running 220 to 240. We've got a handy switch on the side here so we can select what we're using. And then it also comes with this lead here that plugs into there. Then you've got a couple of crocodile clips here so you can power it off of a car battery. You can take it from 11 to 18 volts. Yes, we have a UK lead. Oh, no we don't. Oh, we do actually. Perfect. Yes. The good thing with this is it's got 4 completely independent channels. So each one of these channels is like a completely separate charger. On some of these LiPo chargers, it can charge different batteries at the same time. They've kind of got it all combined on the same screen, and you've got to select between the two. And it's a whole load of messing around like this. It's so much better, so much easier. In my opinion, anyway. And opinions are like boob holes, and everyone's got one, and they all stink. So I've got an ECU5 charge lead, so we plug that into there, that into there, that into there. Have a look on the LiPo what the maximum charge rate is. If it doesn't tell you, just assume 1C. 1C just means 1 times capacity. So if we're running a 8,000 milliamp hour, that means you can charge it at 8 amps. It automatically knows we're 4S. Capacity, 8,000. So we put that in. Hold down start. Boom. There we go. Charging. But I'm not going to charge it here because there's flammable stuff around. If that catches fire, it's going to be a big problem. Which is why I charge my LiPos in here away from anything flammable. Yeah, sort of. Nice metal box. I keep my LiPos in there. Someone says, what's going to happen if one goes up? Is a whole lot going to go off? I don't know. Probably, but I suppose it's going to be in here. Can't really go anywhere, so we should be good. So I've had this charger here for a few years now. It's been absolutely perfect. No problems with it. It's the best charger that I've ever had. And this one here, it looks identical pretty much. It doesn't really look like there's any difference other than a different label. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's go play. We are on location. It is absolutely freezing. Got Claire Ian in the house. You know right there?
It's cold.
Cold. They got the X-Max, Savage, Mini-Max. We've got all this monstrosity here. So let's start off with this one.
Oh, that's broken.
Check it out, those GiANTs fitting in there, lovely. Whoa, that gearing's broken it up. Jesus, it moves now. Jesus, that is a weapon. No, GoPro's just died. It doesn't like it when it's cold. The cold weather turns it off. So we fill it with a phone, but there might be some big noise. My God, this thing moves. Those backflip tyres are gripping nice. Look at that go, man. My God. Oh my God! Oh, killed it! Oh no, what happened? Are you laughing? Guys, that's got to be the furthest that any of my RCs have ever flown on that bad man. That is here somewhere. See? Okay, 8. Oh no! Oh, body. Oh no, that's all right, that pops out. Oh, rear arm. We've got some RPM rear arms coming for this, guys. So that should make it better. Look at that. Like glass, they're so brittle, these arms. Guys, sorry about the wind noise. It was absolutely awful. I know you could barely hear what I was saying. Anyway, got it back into peace and quiet. No wind in here. And we found more damage. Look, we broke the bottom of the M2C shock shaft off. I think we're going to replace these shocks altogether. These shock shafts here, they're way too thin for the weight of this truck. We're going to put something else on there. Maybe like, I don't know, what Martin's got in his. I think they're 30-degree north ones or something like that. Gonna get a set of those RPM arms, because these stock arms, they're like glass. They break so easy, guys. I've broken so many of them, and the rear ones seem to be worse than the fronts. The rest of the car seems to be an absolute tank now. So hopefully, with those new upgrades, this thing is gonna be an absolute beast. So in the next few videos, we're going to take this car here out. I've just put some upgrades on it, so we've been testing these out, and there's going to be a video about that soon. And if you haven't already heard, guys, I've ordered all the parts to build this monster truck. So in a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever, once the parts get here, we're going to start building it. I want to get this truck done this year, and I want to take part in some events with it. So subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss any of it. And for now, I'll see you over on one of these videos here.